Bailey, and I think there should be harder consequences for people who drink and drive. How do you feel about people dying every single day due to drinking and driving? In Canada, between 1,250 and 1,500 people die and 64,000 become injured due to impaired driving crashes. 1/3 of these people that die are under the age of 25. After the first time an impaired driver is pulled over, they receive a DUI. Most would think that it would never happen again. However, based on statistics published by MAD, this is not the case. If we make stricter laws on the first offense, the likelihood they will continue to put themselves and others in harm will be reduced. Think about it. If you had to sit in prison for a year, would you rethink your decisions? I'm going to talk to you about the statistics of impaired drivers, the current laws, and what they should do to prevent impaired driving. As we all know, impaired driving crashes are 100% preventable, yet we still have 1,250 people dying every single year. Did you know that 45% of all crashes that youth are in are alcohol related? What if that was your child, your best friend, or a family member? It's been estimated by MAD that there are 12.5 million impaired driving trips made a year in Canada. When we think of impaired drivers, we think of people overly wasted, but that's not the case. People who have a blood alcohol count below 0.08% cause 20% of all crashes. According to the Criminal Code of Canada, anything below 0.08% is not impaired, and because of this, some provinces have changed their laws to blood count level must be below 0.05% and zero tolerance for new drivers. Drivers with a percentage below the Criminal Code can be given suspensions and fines by the provincial legal system, but can't be charged under the Criminal Code of Canada. Although driving in cars impaired do cause more accidents, ATVs, snowmobiles, and boats are just as dangerous. It was estimated that there was an average of 135 boating deaths per year from 2006 to 2008, and it appears that more than 50% of these boating deaths involved alcohol. So why is it impaired driving so common, you ask? It's because our current laws do not give harsh enough consequences to those who drink and drive. Currently, all provinces except for Quebec have administrative license suspensions, ALS programs, to intervene with drivers who have BACs of 0.05% and higher. The key elements of these programs include immediate roadside license suspensions, fines, and reinstatement fees. The Criminal Code only steps in when BACs are above 0.08% or higher. Many suspended and prohibited drivers continue to drive, at least occasionally, during the period of their license suspension. Studies show that these drivers are more likely to be involved in fatal crashes than licensed drivers. License suspensions alone are insufficient to keep certain drivers off the roads and insufficient to keep them from driving while impaired. If blood level is above 0.08%, there are 7 charges under the Criminal Code of Canada that you can be charged with. All these charges have different penalties ranging from a $1,000 fine and a year driving suspension to a life sentence. If there was a zero tolerance level and major consequences for even one drink, there would be way less drinking and driving. Jail time should be mandatory for any driver that's willing to take a risk that may kill someone on the road. Also, random breath tasting should be allowed and done often. As of now, police officers are only allowed to give breath testing if they have reason to believe the driver is impaired. Random breath testing would get more impaired drivers off the road before the accidents happen. Prevention and harder consequences are the only way to lower the numbers of deaths and accidents in Canada due to impaired drivers. Thank you.